A quadriplegic teenager who spent almost a year and a half in hospital after a dispute with the NDIS has finally returned to his home in Mackay. Ethan Hassett languished in a hospital bed while he fought with the NDIS over home modifications to his flat. Disability advocates say it's just one example of a system that isn't working.
At the age of 17, Ethan Hassett's life changed forever. After a quad bike accident on a friend's property, he was told he would never walk again. But his family says Ethan's struggles had only just begun.
When we learnt he was a quadriplegic, that was difficult, but nothing prepared us for what NDIS were going to throw at us.
After 7 months in hospital, doctors said Ethan could be discharged if complex modifications to his parents' house were completed. But the NDIS rejected his application for funding to carry out the changes, and he remained in hospital for another 10 months.
I was crying in a park asking for help, for someone to get him out, because we all know what it's like to live in hospital for a week. You can't even imagine becoming a quadriplegic and then having to live there for 17 months.
The NDIS deemed the size and scope of the modifications were excessive. But the Hassett family says the changes had been recommended by 3 specialists, including one appointed by the NDIS.
We've had a system that wasn't terrific in the first place, and we've replaced it with another system that is probably fraught with more problems and more bureaucracy than ever before. The minute there is any disagreement with the decision, then life goes on hold.
They need to restart the whole scheme and make a new one. Get new different workers or something and follow the old scheme, see how they work. But NDIS just doesn't work at all.
Finally, hospital staff recommended the Hassett family apply elsewhere, to the National Injury Insurance Scheme. It approved the modifications in under 2 weeks.
Started crying to myself, and it was so good to have the family back together again. It's just been such a long, drawn-out ordeal.
The National Disability Insurance Agency says it regrets any distress the planning process caused the Hassett family. It says it funds standard home modifications which are reasonable and necessary, and offered $150,000 for the changes and other needs. But the Hassetts say that wouldn't have provided the quality of life that Ethan now enjoys. Cassidy, ABC News, Mackay.